Hey guys, we're going to be making a simple stylized animated water texture. To start off with, let's make sure we can see our height details by increasing the tessellation and scale. Next, what I like to do when animating textures is to create a parameter called timeline. You'll see why soon. Let's set the default to 0. To start off with, let's use a cells 1 node. Scale the node in. This is where we'll use our timeline parameter, because the disorder can loop back. It's great for animation. Next, I'm using an edge detect to find the edge of the cells 1 node and create a stroke. Change the parameter to suit you. Now I'll be using a purlin noise node. The great thing about this node is that it has a disorder we can animate. Let's bring the scale downwards. To make this animate, we'll input a purlin noise into the warp node, which will give the edge detect more movement. Bring the intensity down until it is only slightly affecting the edges. Let's duplicate this purlin noise. Next, I'll use a cloud 1. This will give the water some detail. Actually, let's use a cloud 2 as it's not as much detail as cloud 1. Now let's blend these two together. I am just going to have a look at the different blend types to see what I like. I like this. I will use the switch and bring down the opacity so they blend together. Clouds 2 also has a disorder, so let's add the timeline to it. Let's now sort out the end of our nodes. I like to include a level before the roughness. And the height. Let's also include the ambient occlusion node. Now let's connect the blend to the normal. And the height. And then into the ambient occlusion. Let's now create color by creating a gradient map. Pick which colors suit you. Let's now connect this into the base color. This is looking good, but currently we have no roughness channel, so let's hook that up to our blend. I want to make this channel darker so it has more reflection. This looks good. It's worth going backwards to have a look at the other nodes to see if you can improve the texture in any way, but I like how it was. Now let's blend these together. I'd like the edge detect we created to be in white, so let's find the best blend mode for our output. Divide is what we want. Let's create a levels node here so we have more control. I'm going to bring the whites down a little bit. I'm now going to look back on the nodes and see if I can change anything to improve it. The width looked like it needed reducing. Let's create a blend and duplicate the purlin noise so our timeline parameter follows. Let's put the blend mode to multiply. Let's now connect this to the height. Let's play with the levels node until the noise isn't too strong. This actually looks great. Next, I want to bring color to the water glimmer. I'll do this by dragging off this node and creating a gradient. Try different colors until it suits your design. This works for me. Now let's blend the gradient maps together. Max Lighten works for me. Let's connect this into the base color. Next I'm going to use a distance node to try and level out the water's height. This is looking great. Just some slight tweaks and this will be perfect. And now if we just adjust the timeline we made, you'll see the water animate. If you'd like to download the texture instead, you can find it on my Gumroad, link in description. And come follow me on these social medias. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share and subscribe and leave a comment telling me what you think.